3 steps away from abs. These are them. According to research, public opinion polls, and psychological studies, most people consider the abs one of the sexiest and most attractive body parts, whether we're talking about men or women. Evolutionary psychology explains this on a deeper level. A toned, proportionate midsection is one of the clearest visual signs of physical health, good genetic potential, and strong self-discipline. So how your abs look isn't just an aesthetic thing, it subconsciously affects how people perceive you. That's why this is the one area that has probably messed with your confidence more than any other. Not your arms, not your legs, not your back, your abs. The part you suck in under your shirt, the reason you avoid taking it off in public, the reason you skip the beach in summer or even feel self-conscious around your partner, the one that stares back at you in the mirror every single morning as a reminder that you are not there yet, that something still isn't enough. And maybe you tried everything, crunches, planks, leg raises, 100 reps a day, and still nothing's changing. But I see the effort, I see the intention, and I respect that. I know you're not chasing perfection, you just want to finally see something in the mirror that confirms you're doing the right thing. And today, we'll make sure you do. But here's what you need to understand. The state of your abs isn't just about aesthetics. It's a direct reflection of how well you understand the way your body works from the inside out. Most people don't fail to get results because they are not putting in the effort. They fail because they are doing it wrong. And today, we are going to break down the 3 biggest mistakes you are making during ab workouts and how we are going to fix them. By now, the members of this channel know exactly what kind of system and mindset we operate with. No magic trick, no cookie cutter, get abs in 5 minutes nonsense. If you've been here before, you've seen how every video lays down a new cornerstone. We already debunked myths, broken down how body composition actually works, fixed your nutrition, uncovered the truth about training time, explored time management psychology, and called out the self-deception behind your mental blocks. And now we are going to bring that same level of precision and depth to ab training. Because in today's video, we are pulling back the curtain on a movement that seems simple on the surface, but underneath it's packed with anatomical, biomechanical, and breathing errors that not only stall your progress, but can actually hold you back long term. Your body will always look for the path of least resistance. Don't let it. This is one of the most common mistakes, especially if you haven't yet developed proper body awareness or if you're rushing through movements without actually feeling which muscles are doing the work. What often happens is that instead of isolating the abs and initiating movement from the core, people start moving from the spine, specifically from the lower back. Not only does this kill the effectiveness of the exercise, but over time it can lead to lower back pain. The root of the problem lies in the inability to properly stabilize the pelvis. When the pelvis isn't in a neutral position, but instead tilts forward, this is known as anterior pelvic tilt, the lower back ends up taking more of the load. In this case, your abs aren't really doing much. Instead, the hip flexors, deep spinal muscles, or even the quads start taking over. That's why, for some people, ab training doesn't burn the abs. It wrecks the lower back. The movement leaks out of the target muscle and shifts to places it doesn't belong. The solution. Start by bracing your abs before the movement even begins. Feel that you're holding yourself from the inside, not from your back, not from your neck, but from your center. This core engagement is the foundation. Without it, the effectiveness of the exercise is gone instantly. Then, in the second step, gently tilt your pelvis backward. This is the posterior tilt, as if you were bringing your pubic bone closer to your belly button. This is the position that takes pressure off your lower back and immediately shifts to workload onto your abs. If that goes well, the third task is to close your rib cage. Instead of arching your back or flaring your chest, try to bring your ribs toward your pelvis, like you're folding your torso shut like an accordion. This motion creates a compact and unified core. Moving on to the fourth step, keep your lower back stable and in contact with the ground. You shouldn't be forcing it down with brute strength, just enough so that you feel a light, controlled press against the floor. This contact gives you the feedback and control you need throughout the entire movement. Next, in the fifth phase, especially during leg raises, don't just lift your legs, actively tilt your pelvis under. That's what makes your abs truly engage instead of letting the hip flexors take over. The movement should always start from the inside. Finally, Only perform as many reps as you can while maintaining this level of control. The moment you lose position, stop and rest. Reps mean nothing without quality, because what matters isn't how many you do, but how long you can keep the muscle under tension. And that's only possible through precise execution. This also requires learning to activate not just the rectus abdominis, but the transverse and oblique muscles too, since they are all responsible for creating true core stability. A modern version of slow and steady wins the race. When your ab training is too fast-paced, the movement doesn't come from active muscle tension. It comes from mechanical momentum. That means your reps aren't controlled, they are jerky and rushed, and the tension shifts to other structures like your hip flexors, your neck, or your lower spine. The abdominal muscles, especially the rectus abdominis, aren't designed to move quickly under heavy load. Their main function is stabilization and control tension through a limited range of motion. If you rush the movement, the contraction time drops drastically. And that means you lose one of the most important muscle building triggers, time under tension, TUT. Fast reps, low TUT, weak muscle stimulus, minimal adaptation. In addition, uncontrolled fast reps encourage compensatory movement patterns. The hip flexors get overloaded, your lower back falls into exaggerated arching, hyperlordosis, and your lumbar spine takes unnecessary pressure. Long term, this leads to lower back pain or even functional imbalances. Solution: slow down and build intentional muscle control. Slowing down the movement is one of the most effective ways to increase muscle stimulation and safely extend your TUT. Here's how. Concentric phase, like curling up, approximately 1 second. Isometric hold at the peak, 1 to 2 seconds. Eccentric phase, lowering, at least 2 to 3 seconds. With this tempo, a single rep lasts about 4 to 6 seconds, which adds up to 48 or 72 seconds of TUT per set of 12 reps. This is the ideal time under tension for effective muscle stimulation, especially for intermediate or advanced levels. Additionally, training this way dramatically improves the mind-muscle connection. You will actually feel your abs doing the work. On a neuromuscular level, this boosts coordination and helps eliminate the compensatory movement patterns mentioned earlier. Follow my pre-built multi-level ab strengthening programs in the Final Form app and save yourself the time, money, and energy you've been wasting on guesswork, ineffective exercises, or poorly structured workouts. Inside the app, you will not only see exactly what to do, how to do it, and why, your abs will develop as part of a complete system, consciously, consistently, and effectively. And you can get full premium access for less than the cost of a single personal training session. From now on, there are no more excuses. Download the Final Form app from the App Store or Google Play and finally start training the way you always wanted. Reach the physique you've been aiming for and level up alongside people who think about the future the same way you do. The neglected child of ab workouts. One of the most common yet most underestimated mistakes in ab exercises is incorrect breathing. A lot of people try to hold tension by holding their breath, thinking it will stabilize their core, but in reality, the effect is quite the opposite. When you hold your breath, intra-abdominal pressure increases, which may give you a temporary sense of strength, but it's just a compensation. This artificial stability prevents you from consciously controlling your core and from letting your abs do the work. Instead, your neck, shoulders, hips, or even lower back will start to take over. Breathing isn't just important for oxygen transport, it's also what allows you to activate the target muscle most effectively by syncing with the rhythm of the movement. It supports movement automation, improves the mind-muscle connection, and enables clean, controlled execution. Solution: exhale during the exertion phase. Meaning when you're closing the torso in a crunch, leg raise, or plank variation, breathe out as you contract. Inhale during the eccentric phase. When you return to the starting position, your exhale should be forceful yet controlled, as if you're pulling in your abs from the inside. This helps activate the deep abdominal muscles, especially the transversus abdominis, which is key for core tone and lower back stability. If you breathe this way, your movement rhythm becomes not only safer but more effective, and you will feel your abs working like never before. With these key principles in place, your ab training enters a completely new dimension in terms of technique, muscle activation, quality and tempo. I'm not saying it will all click on the first try, and it doesn't have to. But once you know what to focus on, implement each element step by step, and before you know it, the results that have been missing until now will finally start to show. Summary. Poor movement patterns won't bring you closer to your goal. They will push you further away. If you're moving from your lower back, your abs are off. What you feel isn't progress, it's compensation. There will be no visual change where there's no tension. If your position is off, so is the stimulus. A controlled pelvis-initiated movement isn't optional, it's fundamental. A fast tempo isn't just less effective, it can actually be harmful. Slower, controlled movement isn't a sign of weakness, it's the mark of intelligent, advanced training. Your muscles don't feel reps, they feel tension and the time spent under it. Breathing isn't just a reflex, it's one of the most important tools for muscle control. If you hold your breath, you can't move with precision. If your breathing is off, your deep core muscles won't activate. And if that happens, your abs won't work. Everything else will. This isn't just about efficiency. This is foundational. Controlled exhalation is the internal on switch for your abs. Use it. You got this, team. If you get any thoughts, questions, or just want to share your experience, scroll down to the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. Inside the app, we cover everything you will need for real long-term progress. From workouts to structured plans, all designed to serve your development for the next 5 years for the price of a single training session per month. This was made for you. Use it. Download the Final Form app from the App Store or Google Play and join us in the exclusive 24/7 Facebook community. Thanks for watching today's video. And if you feel like you need a reality check, the final push to finally change your life for good, click on this video right here. See you next week. And remember, training is just the first step. The real change is you.